Hello! We're live, and the pup just started crying.
What's going on, folks?
What's going on, folks? Phil's still learning how to go live. So we're doing it a little different, right via YouTube. So welcome. We're talking food from our Disney trip last year. Or last year / the start of this year.
Mm-hmm. It's mostly last year, though. We were there one day so far this year.
Yeah, but while people are coming in, let's show off what we're snacking on this morning. So I got my water and got my tea in my tiki tea.
Yeah, I'm on a little bit of a weight loss journey, so I had to cut all fruit juices and soda and stuff out of my life. So now I just drink sparkling flavored waters. It's delicious.
And then to snack on, I have these, which are like a little sneak peek to a video coming out maybe next month.
I've just got some Ritz toasted chips, baby.
Yeah, still is looking sharper to postpone because of his haircut. So this is the haircut. Good.
Yes.
All right. Amy has her coffee. What is everyone else drinking?
Amy's coffee is definitely spiked.
I encouraged her. This is going to be a lengthy video. So, yeah. So also I wanted to mention I wore Chicky Nuggy because we're talking about food today. All right, guys. Oh, it looks like we're a little
grainy.
Yeah.
Are you guys having any problems seeing us? Are we having any lag issues at all? We can't see it on our feed, but I'm watching on the other computer and it looks a little laggy.
Oh, they're saying yes. Oh, no.
Sean says no lag. Magic Emission says a little yes.
You're blurry.
I'm blurry? That's rude.
It looks better now. So, all right. Well, let's get started.
Maybe it's because you have every device you own connected to the internet and the router can only handle like 6 devices at a time.
Well, I'm not the one who has like 10 video game systems.
And they're all hardwired into it. None of them are connected to Wi-Fi.
Okay. I'm convinced the hardwiring takes away from the Wi-Fi, but I could be wrong. Anyways, so let's dive in. I literally have our itinerary from our trip that we barely followed because it was kind of just a crazy trip with COVID. So the first place we ate at, what Disney-wise, was at Boathouse.
It's one of our favorites.
Yes.
It's a consistently good place to eat as well. It was kind of an interesting dinner, though, because we sat outside for the first time, which was great. We really enjoyed that. It was a beautiful evening. We were there the night of the 25th. Was that
24th,
our
it was Christmas Eve dinner.
Christmas Eve dinner. Forgive me. And they sat us outside. Beautiful evening. And then it wasn't a beautiful evening anymore. It got super cold.
Yes.
And then a windstorm came through and started blowing over tables and blowing people's food off their tables. So the manager came through. He's like, "Hey, would you like to go inside?" I was like, "Yeah," because our table's about to fly away. So
yeah.
They moved us inside, and it was good. What did we get?
So we got I'm looking up at the menus. So we got the firecracker shrimp, which was delicious. I don't know if you've ever had like bang bang shrimp that's what it's called, at Bonefish. I feel like it tastes pretty much
People
like
don't
that.
know what Bonefish is.
It's a chain. So yes, Phil insisted upon getting the pimento cheese dip, which they use.
Because it's delicious and it's the best thing on the whole menu.
Hi, John. Welcome.
What up, dude?
Well, I will give you a tip. If you want the pimento cheese dip, they don't have it exclusively anymore.
It's not how it used to be, which is dumb. Oh, let's change this thing everyone likes. Now it's weird, but it comes with like salsa and pimento cheese for some reason. But if you say, hey, salsa's trash, because it is, and ask for double pimento cheese, they'll give it to you.
Yeah.
And that's what we did, and it was great.
Yes. Then we also got what did we get?
Was what breaded or grilled, Amy? What were we talking about?
What, the shrimp, maybe?
They're breaded, and
Yeah.
then they're put into like a Thai chili glaze for like a little bit of a kick. They're not grilled though.
Yeah, but they're it's not like a heavy breading. It's very light.
Yeah, still breaded though. That answers the question.
Right. The other thing that we got was the tuna poke. Was that
Yes,
what it
we
was
got
called?
the tuna poke with avocado, which was delicious.
Yes, that was my favorite. The avocado was just so fresh and delicious. And so I picked avocado, bang bang, shrimp, pimento cheese. And I think Phil said he was pimento cheese, bang bang, shrimp, avocado. Is that correct?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right, Phil, do you remember what you got for dinner? No?
It was the lobster. I got the lobster tail Oscar with the lump crab on top. So it was I think a 10-ounce cold water lobster tail with like a traditional Oscar. So the lump crab with like the béarnaise sauce or whatever. And then some vegetables. It wasn't the best thing ever, and it wasn't super filling, but it was the most interesting thing they had on the menu that night for me. They had a sea bass, I think, but it came with bok choy, and I'm not super into bok choy.
Mm-hmm. It was a red snapper. That's what I got.
That's why.
Yeah, it was very good. And so one thing I will have to give about Boathouse is I feel like normally when you go to a seafood place, it's very like seafood. I don't know, it feels more summery. So they usually are preparing it with flavors that feel summery. But I think Boathouse does a really good job. What the red snapper dish that I had like these potatoes and like blistered tomatoes. The flavor profile felt more wintry, which you don't see a lot at seafood places.
So stewed tomatoes, roasted new potatoes, and blistered shishito peppers is what she's talking about.
Yes, and then the other thing was the bok choy. It was delicious, though. And then we got, per Andrew's suggestion, speaking of Andrew, we got what was it? The key lime tart.
Oh, the key lime pie in a mason jar?
Yes. I'm picky about key lime pie because I think my mom makes the best key lime pie. So it wasn't our favorite. It wasn't terrible.
No,
but
it wasn't. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. It wasn't our favorite. We've had so many different places, and that just didn't make the top 5.
Yeah, I think I wanted so it's
unsubscribe. Whatever, dude.
the crumb, it's kind of deconstructed in a way. So like the key lime's almost like pudding, like a firmer pudding, and then crumbles at the bottom of the crust. I like my crust to be very like soft but held together with like honey. That's kind of how my mom makes it, and it's delicious. So this was a different preparation for sure. All right, so that was our day 1. We ate at the hotel. We stayed at the Hilton Orlando, so that was a different experience, if you will. But the Hilton Orlando, across from Disney Springs, there we ate at the poolside and food bar. Mm-hmm. The food was delicious there. Okay, so next day, this is when we checked into the Riviera, and then we went straight over to Epcot and started eating around the world.
Yes.
So first place we went was Les Halls, which was a traumatic experience for me because I don't know if any of you know this, but getting a table in Les Halls is like the worst thing in the world.
It's dicey.
I had people staring me down because Phil insisted I hold a table while he waited in line. So we got to keep a table. But Phil, people were calling me names like under their breath.
Yeah, and when I came back, I asked you to point them out, and you wouldn't. So there's nothing I can do about it if you won't tell me who they were. It was terrible. Seriously, who does that? Over a table? Like, yeah, we got there first. I got in line to get food. We're there to eat. We're going to reserve a table. That's exactly what they would have done that they were so mad about. So you call my wife expletive, mean names. I'm going to search for you.
Yeah, Andrew. Oh, Andrew says his favorite key lime is near Dayton, Ohio. I want to know more about where you went because we've eaten at a couple places in Dayton, Ohio.
Okay. Andrew is no longer reliable for key lime pie recommendations.
No.
I can't take him seriously after that. You're out, Andrew. You're out for key lime pie.
I trust you. I trust your recommendations. All right. So Les Halls, Phil got his absolute favorite, which was the what's the sandwich?
It's like a ham jambon or something. It's the head. It's the ham and cheese. That's just a simple ham and cheese sandwich inside the crusty French baguette. Normally I like the croque monsieur. I used to get the croque monsieur, but now I just get the ham sandwich because it's so much better.
Yes, Phil got the ham sandwich twice this trip, which is usually when he gets it.
Man, Andrew, take it easy with the saltiness in the chat. All right, bro. You're over here telling us to go to Dayton, Ohio for good key lime pie. All right, you've earned what you've been given.
Phil. All right. So we also got some other treats. We got the quiche at Les Halls, delicious. We got the large macaron, which was good. Phil, you like the macaron,
right? It was
right?
really good.
Yeah.
I think I ended up getting it twice, didn't I?
Oh, maybe you did.
2 times that trip. Yeah, we went back. I like to go there at least twice. It's one of my favorite places.
Yes,
so.
And if you stay anywhere on the Skyliner, it's really a quick trip just to bop over to Epcot and get some nums in France.
Yeah,
so go for it.
Right over there.
Yes. We also stopped at the holiday food booth for France and got the salmon roulette, and then I don't know. Phil didn't
salmon roulette.
Salmon roulette. I'm not good with these. There was something else we got. I don't even remember. It was like a potato thing. I don't think you had either of them because you weren't interested. They weren't stand out to me.
I don't like salmon.
You can really only get them at the holidays. So we also went to L'Haim and got.
L'Haim.
Oh, we went to L'Haim later in the trip, I think, because we went to like the holiday table.
Yeah, we skipped L'Haim the first time around.
So other than France, the only other place that we ate was fish and chips, which I feel like every time we go to fish and chips, it's slightly different. So the fish and chips this time had just one fish, but it was larger.
Yeah, but it wasn't that much larger to replace the second fillet. This was just obviously another cost-cutting move for them, which, whatever. They got to do what they got to do, I guess. But we're the ones that lose in that situation. It was still delicious. They didn't change like the batter or the fry prep or anything. It's just Andrew or Jess, whoever that is. It's just another cut, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah,
it really is because it's. The one fillet is probably 15% larger than the the size of the fillets that would come when you got 2. So it's not a marked improvement, and I believe the cost went up. So that sucks.
I don't know if that's true, Andrew. I feel like we had cod.
It's cod. It was cod.
Yeah, at least what we had was cod.
The fillet was way too thick to be tilapia. Loudest snack ever there, Pauline.
Yes, I'm sorry. They're very loud.
Where did you get it? Where did we get what? We got the fish fillet. We got it from
or the snack. The snack is from the Japan Pavilion.
Yeah. The fish fillet that we're talking about is from the place next to
Yorkshire County Fish Shop.
Yeah.
All right. So, lots of holiday snacks around the world. So, if you're there for the holidays, try them out. I think of that day, maybe the best thing we had, nothing stands out to me that day because we got like the orange bird sipper, which was not good.
Well, what stands out? France, in my mind, for that day.
But not for the holiday booths. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if we had to pick something, gingerbread milkshake didn't suck.
Yeah, that was good. I had a gingerbread cookie, and the Epcot cookie was good, with the exception of the boulders on top of it, which are crystallized sugar. So All right. Then later that night, we went to the Grand Floridian and the Polynesian to kind of check both of those out. And we ate at Kona Cafe.
Yes, that was delicious.
Hello, Moments of Magic. Welcome. So yes, for Kona Cafe, we had the sushi. We also had the sticky wings. And then Phil got a burger and I got this like noodle thing. Mm-hmm. We ended up switching, which that never happens. But I'm really glad we did switch. So yes, Magic says they've never been to Kona. So I think the food is really good there. I think the atmosphere is terrible. It's literally feels like a quick service cafeteria setting. I feel like it's an afterthought in terms of, how they planned out the dining experience.
Well,
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't. There's a lot of open air restaurants in Hawaii and throughout the Polynesian. That's kind of the point. And I really like the theming inside the Polynesian. So the idea that it's opened up into the lobby so that I can continue enjoying all the great scenery of the lobby and like hearing kind of like what's going on out there. I don't know. I like it. The seating's comfortable. I like the design inside. The staff is really friendly. The food's good. So I don't really know what your problem is.
Sorry. I think it's one of two restaurants we're going to talk about today that I think deserves a better atmosphere for what they serve.
You guys are all a bunch of salty little haters. Jeez.
So it's like Sunny's here. Hi, friends. Thanks for stopping by. All right. So yes, the sticky wings at Kona are pretty good. I don't know. We're used to eating buffalo wings, so the preparation. I'm used to my wings having a little crisp to them. These do not. They're just like glazed.
It's different
preparation, like a grilled. The sushi though at Kona is fantastic. I would say if you eat anything at Kona, eat the sushi for sure. We haven't been to California Grill in a couple trips, so we didn't have California Grill sushi back to back, but I would say it's just as good as the sushi at California Grill.
I don't know about that.
I would say that.
California Grill does a really good job with their sushi. Is the sushi delicious at Kona? Yeah, but actually, I don't know. Maybe you might be right. I haven't had the California Grill sushi in so long. I don't remember, but the Kona sushi is definitely worth the trip over there.
All right. And then my noodles were a little too spicy for me. I didn't like the noodles as much, but you liked them.
Yeah. They were the pork belly broth noodles, like basically like a pork belly ramen. And I had gotten the burger. I don't know why. And I just wasn't feeling it. I have some problems with red meat. So if I'm going to eat something with red meat, it's got to be worth suffering for. And that burger was not worth suffering for. So Pauline was gracious enough to trade with me. And I really enjoyed her ramen. So it worked out.
Yeah, I think you didn't want the burger because when you said medium rare, they went like real medium rare.
They went like real, like
I want my burger mooing. So it was perfect for me. And I never get burgers in Disney, and I got 2 this trip. So
yeah,
it was that I would say of the 2 I got, that was the better burger. It was delicious. All right. So next day we had breakfast. Well, I don't know if we had breakfast at Primo Piatto this day, but we did later in the trip. I don't remember when it was. Rare is the way to go. Yes, Bruce, 100%. Also, Sean, we haven't tried the sushi at Splitsville. I would love to go there. Oh, Breezy's here. Hello.
Hey, Breeze. What's up?
Pauline is basically, yes, I say every time I eat a burger, I feel like Tim Tracker. Okay, so Primo Piatto, I don't think we had it on the 3rd day, but we had it at some point. Wow. Primo Piatto for breakfast was fantastic.
It was. It really was.
So did you get the croque monsieur or the croque madame?
It was the one with the fried egg on top.
Yes.
I don't know if that's monsieur or madame.
I think it's madame. So And then I got the lemon ricotta pancakes, which were delicious. No, they were, he doesn't like lemon things.
Trash.
So
I don't like pancakes.
yeah, they were fantastic. The only thing I would say is it came with like the stuff on the side. I think the lemon ricotta pancakes would be so much better if they were like in a table service setting. But the way they did them for quick service worked really well. Yes, they were very good, Andrew and Jess. So the other thing I'll say too about, stop saying they're trash, they're so good. The other thing I'll say about the quick service, at least at Primo Piatto, is they came in these like little containers that you could like rip the sides off and then like that's your plate. It was pretty good. It might have been a COVID thing because I've seen nicer flatware and dishes there, but it was a good option.
Yeah, it's nice, disposable. You can tell they were recycled, so sustainable as well. If that's your jam, bro.
They were recyclable, not recycled.
No, the material that they
used
was recycled. I know how to speak.
I don't want people to think they were reusing these to-go boxes.
She doesn't even know what stop signs mean, and she's over here correcting my grammar. Should I tell them that story?
No.
Okay.
All right. So, Primo Piatto, I would say worth, if you were on the Skyliner, worth the trip to go eat there, or if you are in the Orlando area for an extended time, worth the trip to go to the Riviera to go eat there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then that day we went to Magic Kingdom and we had the cheeseburger egg rolls. So the cheeseburger and pepperoni egg rolls.
Controversial opinions coming up.
Yes. So I thought the cheeseburger egg rolls were pretty good. People said they taste like a McDonald's cheeseburger. That is exactly what they taste like. The pepperoni egg rolls, not great. So I don't know about you guys, but we have these things called, and I'm sorry, I keep calling them egg rolls, but they're really spring rolls, and that's what they are. We do have these things locally called pizza logs. I don't know if other people have pizza logs. Comment and tell me if you have pizza logs, but they're basically pizza egg rolls.
They're
amazing.
It's like a little bit of pizza dough, and they take some marinara, mozzarella cheese, and pepperoni. They roll it up and deep fry it, and it's delicious.
Yes. So the issue I had with the pizza spring rolls were the pepperoni was basically minced.
Oh my God.
And then there was no cheese in it.
No.
How is it pizza if there's no cheese?
It's just like, it's pepperoni chutney in there.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Gross.
It wasn't inedible, but pizza logs are better.
No pizza logs in Northeastern Ohio. Sorry, bro. You can make your own, though, if you have a deep fryer.
Yeah. You can probably order them on Amazon, too.
Okay.
You should. They're really good.
Don't do that. Make your own.
Yes, Amy, no cheese. And I don't know, maybe we got a bad batch, but there was no cheese in ours.
Listen, Floridians, they don't know how to do pizza. They don't know how to do pizza, and they don't know how to do wings. And if you're a Floridian and you're offended, that's too bad because you're wrong.
Yes, always sunny. You got to find some. We have all the worst food for you, I think, in Rochester. I'm just like putting that out there.
Yeah, but it's all delicious. I mean, I didn't get this way by eating bad tasting food. Okay, look at all this gloriousness.
All right. Yes, not pizza without cheese, but I would say try the cheeseburger spring rolls. I thought that those were pretty good, and they're like, we ate them at Casey's.
No, not Duff's. You stop it. Duff's is a tourist trap. Their wings are trash. Don't say Anchor Bar either.
The best food isn't good for you. Hello, theme parks vets. Thanks for stopping by.
Hello.
All right. So next place we went was, this is the night we went to Topolino's for dinner. So buckle up, people. Okay. So we went to Topolino's. I feel like everyone raves about it and like goes crazy. Now, I think with anywhere we ate at this trip, our experience is slightly skewed because it was COVID. Menus were slightly more limited, things of that nature. So you got to kind of take that with a little grain of salt.
Yeah. Plus, we come from New York, so our expectations for Italian food are a little higher. Like, I'm sure Amy I'm not going to shout out where Amy lives because that's creepy. Amy, the area in which you live in the United States also has very good Italian food. And I'm sure that your standards are high, just like ours. And so I guess people coming from maybe places like, I don't want to make any assumptions because there's always like a hometown little Italian joint in every little town across all of America that does decent food. But we're peppered with amazing Italian restaurants here in Western New York. And I travel all over the country, and I've eaten at a lot of amazing restaurants in big market cities. And Topolino's was less than awe-inspiring, I would say. It was good.
There were amazing dishes, but an overall, like the way it was described to us, I thought it was going to knock it out of the park on every single level. So Disney Italian food is no bueno. Yeah, and I felt like people have said, though, Topolino's is the exception. And it was good, but I don't know. There's other places I'd rather maybe spend my money and get a full, amazing experience.
Yeah, I'm not going to go back to Topolino's Terrace until COVID is a thing of the distant past. I'm like COVID ends next day at Topolino's. No, like give it 6 months and then I'll think about going.
Yeah, so I think one of the disappointing things is we really wanted to get the cheese cart there and they didn't have it because of COVID.
Which they should tell you when you're making the reservations.
No.
There should be a big blinking thing that says, by the way, we don't have the cheese cart. Do you still want to come here? And I'd be like, no, miss me with that nose cheese cart nonsense. What do you mean no?
Phil always wants a cheese cart.
Yeah.
All right. So the first thing we had was the ricotta, which everyone like falls out of their seats for. I don't know. We have our Phil's, second mom makes ricotta, and it's freaking the best thing ever. Like, and we also have restaurants here that make ricotta. I don't know. You just want to lick the plate. This didn't have any flavor.
It didn't have a taste at all. And ricotta is such an easy thing to make. You literally, you take heavy cream, you mix in some lemon juice and some salt and whatever else you want for flavor, and that's ricotta. Whip it up, and it turns into ricotta.
Yeah.
These people, I think, went to like Publix, and they got some like fresh ricotta, and they dumped it in a bowl and like maybe put some pepper in it, and that was the flavor. And people freak out about it. I don't get it. Maybe we're just so used to like my mom is straight up 100% Italian. I know you can't tell because the red beard and all this, but I'm 50% Italian. I grew up with some really good Italian food in my house.
Same.
So your mom's not Italian.
My dad is. We're the same.
He's a cook.
Okay.
Her mom does really good though. She's a really good cook. Her meatballs. Okay, we're getting off track here.
Okay.
The ricotta is not good.
Yes.
In our opinion.
The other like component to the ricotta thing is the bread that they serve you is, and I get that like the Riviera is like French meets Italy, but the bread is, in my opinion, not conducive to eating the like ricotta. It's like this like hard French bread.
Yeah.
It should be like an Italian like sliced bread, like a thick sliced Italian bread.
Either that, and it's not either that. I shouldn't have said that. It's not conducive for the ricotta, and they give you this bread, and they're not assuming that you're going to order like the olive tapenade or whatever. Maybe you will, but maybe you won't. But you're getting this bread regardless. You are going to get some very good extra virgin olive oil. However, this bread is not good for eating that either.
It's like so they make it.
They make it look like a wheat stalk,
which is really, I love that. But it's like these kind of like pointed pieces, and you can't rip it apart.
That's the point we're trying to make. It's not. It's too hard to be ripped apart. So it's literally this like crusty small piece of bread that you can't really rip apart, and it's got the hard crust around it, so it doesn't absorb the oil. So it's just like and you got to eat it right away, or the oil drips off.
Yeah, and if you have eaten any like Italian food, you literally need bread that can be like a vessel for anything you need.
It has to be folded up.
Yes,
and you have to be able to mop up the oil.
You got to mop everything. So yes, it's not moppable bread.
The whole experience, other than the level of service and the view, and the company, was disappointing.
No, there were some good things. So we also had the escargot. I thought the escargot was pretty good. Disappointing part, I really wanted like a
It's true.
What kind of bread do I usually want with the escargot to dip? Like a I don't know, like a French like croissant type thing.
Like a phyllo dough?
Yeah, something like that.
Phyllo, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, something like a buttery like bread. Is that like a croissant?
Yeah.
Why am I losing my words?
I
Okay. So I thought the escargot was delicious. The presentation of the escargot and the experience of eating it has like these little like claw things that you hold the escargot and like take them out.
Magic in Michigan. What is funny about moppable bread? Is that not a thing in Michigan?
Moppable bread is important.
Listen, if you're in this chat and you're Italian and or from anywhere in the Northeast, can you please confirm that moppable bread is a thing? Please.
Well, people don't normally say that, but I'm going to make it a thing. Yes, the escargot though is very good, but Phil didn't like the escargot as much, and I think it's just because it needed like a buttery croissant to go with it. I think that would have knows with the hand pastas. Hey,
do what?
Phil is like freaking out because our stream is going slow. Are you having trouble seeing us? We're good. I think the problem is we're doing this and then you're on here and it's too much for our Wi-Fi to handle.
That has absolutely nothing to do with it.
It skipped for a moment, but it's fine. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure because it's like freezing like crazy for us. All right. So the next one we had was I don't even think it's on the menu here right now.
The gnocchi?
Yes. That was to die for.
Yeah. That was the best thing that we had. One of the best things that we had all trip.
So that's like, I don't know, it's kind of like a toss-up because Topolino's was, I say, overall a disappointment, but that was probably the best dish we had. So I don't know, it's kind of, like I wouldn't say not to go there, but so the dish was the lightest gnocchi I've ever had in my life. It was like air when you ate it. I don't know, it was just so good.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys not to go there. And this is not just me being Phil. Like, seriously, save your money. It's not the experience that they built it to be. The quality of the service in that place, you can tell that it's a special restaurant. And the quality of the ingredients that came with the food, even though the food wasn't particularly impressive to me for whatever reason, you can tell that when this place is running on all cylinders, that it's something special. If you want to go there. That's fine. Just, don't say you weren't warned. I would suggest maybe waiting until it's back to normal, whenever that might be. I don't know, but it's not. You can tell that there's more there. They're leaving things on the field to be a sports guy about it.
So then for dinner, you had the veal chop, right?
Yes.
That was good, right?
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, and I had
It's hard to screw up a chop, though.
I had the sole, which I thought was good also. Very like lemony flavored fish, which I enjoyed.
I consider myself boring.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're so sassy.
I think I'm really salty about the ricotta. That it's just like trashing my whole experience, and salty about the cheese cart. So
cheese cart salt.
Yeah. And then the views are fantastic there. So, try, if you have the opportunity to try to time your dining time around sunset, because then you can kind of like see all of the parks and everything, and then it's cool to kind of see the sun go down because you really have an expansive view of the Walt Disney World Resort as a whole.
Yeah, it's true. We'll probably get that as my entree then on Thursday.
Yes, I would say the gnocchi, definitely get it at some point during your dining experience.
It's not a big portion though. So if you're someone who likes to get down with the food and eat a meal, you may leave hungry if that's the only thing you got.
Then go down to Primo Piatto or Le Petit Cafe and get some more food.
6:40 on Thursday. Well, if anyone wants to know where Amy will be exactly in the world, she put it out there for you.
Yeah. Well, and while I mentioned it, we went to Le Petit Cafe a bunch of times on the trip. It's their little coffee shop at Riviera. delicious desserts there. So I think we got maybe like 5 different types of desserts there over the course of our extended trip.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely the presentation Instagrammable desserts, like this is the place to go. They're beautiful, right?
What the hell's an Instagrammable dessert?
Yeah. Well, you guys know. So they're beautiful desserts, but they taste good too for the most part.
Yeah. I didn't get any. Well, the profiterole thing was not my thing, but
It's Nutella. You don't like hazelnut.
I'm not into profiteroles either. Like the texture of a profiterole, it's like, is this moist or is it dense or is it what are we doing here? It's like the texture of a weird bread. I can't. It's a texture thing for me. I can't deal with it. And the chocolate that they used in it was super dark. I like dark chocolate, but this was just like dark chocolate, and it was a little too much for me. But the candy drop which was like a mousse with like cherries in it.
Yeah,
that was fantastic. I probably had 5 of those, and I wish I'd had 10 because they were great.
Phil one night was like, "Go get me 2 candy drops. I really want them."
That's not how that happened. Okay, she's like, "I'm going down here. Would you like anything?"
Sure.
And I, "Would you please get me 2 of these?" Woman, get down there and get me snacks. You make me sound like I'm some draconian overlord, and they believe it because I act like such a jerk all the time. I'm actually kind of nice to her sometimes.
Sometimes. But yes, so they also have a lot of seasonal treats there. So they might not have the candy drop when you go. They had a gingerbread cookie there. So they're changing things up there a lot, which is fun.
Yeah, and the staff is incredibly sweet.
Yes.
Incredibly sweet. Some of the nicest people I've ever met. I can't say enough about the staff at the Riviera, really. And it's not just because we own there as DVC members. I try to be very objective, and I'm a jerk about bad service. I really, really, really am. I have very high. I have some entitlement issues when I'm at Disney paying Disney prices, and people say, "Oh, the only thing they owe you is a room." No, shut up. That's not all they owe me. They owe me great service for the prices I'm paying. And Riviera staff knocks it out of the park universally.
Yes, I agree.
Except for the mousekeeping. It doesn't matter if you have the do not disturb door thing on your door, they will knock and wake you up and insist that you leave the room so they can clean. And if you tell them to come back in an hour, they will be back in 9 minutes.
That is accurate. All right. So next day we went to Animal Kingdom and we got a lot of holiday snacks there. We did go to Satuli Canteen though for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have been waiting to go to Satuli Canteen forever. And Phil didn't want to go and I will say there are so many good places to eat in Animal Kingdom. I think it's hard to kind of hit them all. But I enjoyed Satuli Canteen and I think you did too, correct?
I did enjoy it. It was better than what I was expecting. Yeah. However, it is just a table. It is just a quick service.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's just preface, Phil refuses to eat at quick services, so.
Listen, okay? I get out of bed, God only knows what time of the day to fly down to Disney. I sit in this tin can where my knees hurt for 3 hours, okay? I go pay these ridiculous prices, and when I go down there, my thing, I'm not a big roller coaster guy. I'm not a big, let's meet the princesses. Can you imagine me with Elsa? She's just like down there somewhere in my armpit. That's not me, bro. I'm sorry. Like I go to people watch, eat and drink. And I don't want to waste one of my meal periods that I did all this stuff for on a burger from some quick service joint. It works for some people, especially people with kids, but I'm a brat. Yeah. So I want table service.
So I think, did you have the chili garlic shrimp bowl? Was that what you ate?
I did, and it was tasty.
Yeah, that was good. And I had the cheeseburger pods. Yes, Amy, I loved them. They were just fun to eat. I wouldn't say like it's like some groundbreaking meal, but they're not bad. And I like bao buns in general, so it has a nice bao bun softness. And then we also got the blueberry cheesecake. They had a peppermint one too. The blueberry cheesecake was good. I am not a blueberry fan, and I didn't feel like the blueberry was too overpowering. I just wish there was more lemon because the lemon portion of the cheeseberry cheesecake or the blueberry cheesecake was delicious. What are you typing over there?
I'm typing the Magic in Michigan.
What do they want? What are they asking?
They just said, Andrew's all shook because we liked it and
Oh,
they didn't.
no.
Andrew, tell us why you didn't like
Yeah, I
it.
want to know. All right. And then after I also just want to mention, we also went to Nomad Lounge and got a drink. I got the tea. I think we both got the tea.
Yeah.
The vanilla passion fruit tea or whatever.
Yeah.
It is the best.
Yeah. And they're like, all we did was sit down and order these teas. That's all we really wanted because we had just eaten. Actually, I would have ordered some food, but this one's like, no.
Well, we just ate. But anyways.
I can always, look at me. I can always eat more. But like, the people were so, like, we sat down and ordered $8 worth of tea, and the people still treated us like we were ordering $300 worth of food with a percent.
I will say, if you, like, of maybe any of the places we ate at, Nomad Lounge, I would say, is a great option to eat at during, like, or experience in general during COVID, because you're outside, you get to sit down, relax, obviously, just as any dining experience. But if you sit outside on the balcony, the little river is there, and the characters come by on the boats.
Yes.
So it's almost like you're getting, like, food or drinks and a little show, all eating at this fantastic little lounge restaurant.
Yeah.
So
Nomad Lounge is a hidden gem that
really
I don't
is.
think a lot of people appreciate. But you at home probably wouldn't like it, so stay away from it. Okay, don't go there ever. Just stay away from it.
Phil wants to keep it empty.
That's
honestly,
right.
though, I will tell you,
go.
It is getting popular because when the 2 times we went, you go right when it opens, and if you are a minute late, all the seats are taken. You have to wait.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's always been popular since it opened, just because it has
There's
all
just
that
not a
great
lot of
outdoor seating. I want to keep it empty too. Yeah, that's right. In fact, I take back all the nice stuff I said. The tea sucks, service sucks. We definitely didn't meet a super nice family and have like a 30-minute spontaneous conversation with them. So no, seriously, we did meet a really nice family. They were from Michigan, actually.
Yes, they were.
Everyone we meet in Disney is from either New Jersey or Michigan. It's uncanny. I don't think I've ever met a Floridian there. So, I don't know, but yeah. So no, Nomad Lounge sucks. Don't go there, and that's that.
All right. Then we went over to the Contemporary that evening and ate at the Wave, which. Just how I feel about the Polynesian and Kona Cafe. The food's really good. Terrible atmosphere. I feel this even more about the Wave. The food is like the top tier, and the restaurant experience itself, like the aesthetics of the room, it feels like a cafeteria. Disney needs to give them like a major budget for a renovation because it is a fantastic restaurant that looks like a cafeteria. Also, though, I kind of don't want them to, because then I don't want there to be hype around the Wave, and then we never can go eat there. So, I don't know. You win some, you lose some.
I definitely don't want them to do that, because then they're going to have to recoup that investment, and the quality of the food is going to go down, and the menu offerings are going to be limited.
Okay. Good points.
Just how things work. I didn't even notice anything that she's talking about. I was excited for bacon and eggs. I was literally sitting there, not noticing anything, thinking, man, I'm really excited about these bacon and eggs. I hope these bacon and eggs come soon. Where's my food? I'm getting hangry. That's what I was thinking about the entire time.
We didn't wait long for food, though. The service was very quick.
Doesn't matter. I put a chip in my mouth and I'm chewing the chip. I'm like, I want another chip right now. I'm very impatient.
So yes, at the Wave, we started out and got the bacon and eggs and the crab cake, correct?
Yeah, man. That's what we got, man.
So then I'm looking up the menu. So
it's bacon. That's right, Sean. It is bacon.
Yes. So the bacon and eggs, I don't know. Do you want to describe it?
If you could put like heaven on a plate and drizzle it with like a maple glaze and then eat it, that's what it's like. Seriously, like I thought that I wasn't going to like the egg portion of it because I don't like runny eggs. Runny eggs, I don't like the way they taste typically, and also it grosses me out. Everything was perfect. It was so good that I ordered another one for dessert. So we shared one for appetizers, And then I got another one for dessert. And we ended up getting a slice of that cake that everyone freaks out about. They're like 7-layer chocolate cake.
Yeah.
The manager came over and we got into a conversation, and I'm a charmer. I am. And she ended up giving us a slice of this cake for free. And it wasn't good at all.
It wasn't a bad cake. It just wasn't go crazy about this.
Do you guys like our system? I say it sucks, and she's like, well, it wasn't that bad.
Because you are
everything.
This is the thing. If it's not great, it's terrible to you.
Yeah, because they're charging $14 for one piece of cake. A $14 piece of cake better be fantastic. I don't know where the disconnect there is for you. You're just like, she's just like, I'm in Disney. This is normal, and that's great. For me, I'm still thinking I can go to Wegmans and get a whole cake for $14.
That is true.
Way better than this.
That is true, but it's not dry. It's not gross. It's just not great.
No, Amy, there's no gray area for me. It's very black and white.
Yes. All right. So, we also got the lump crab cake, which I thought was decent. I mean, I don't know. I would rather get the bacon and eggs.
I thought the crab cake was amazing.
Did you?
No.
Okay.
It was good. It was fine.
It was fine.
I just wanted to try a different pattern. You said something was mad. I just wanted to be positive about it for no reason.
Okay. All right. Then we got our entrees. What you got so this is kind of where like my demise started, because you got the pork tenderloin and it was fantastic.
Wait, where are we at this point? Still at the Wave? Oh yeah. Yeah, that pork tenderloin was really good, but like the chef there is competent.
Yeah.
So
it came with grits, which were also
it came
good.
with the same grits that it was essentially the bacon and eggs, just without an egg. And that's why I got it. And it was delicious. I should have asked for the maple glaze on the side. Oh my god, I just realized this. I could have had a better meal.
That's funny. Yes. But it came with a coffee barbecue sauce. That sounds really good. Yeah, you want the maple glaze. So yeah, the pork tenderloin was the most moist, like juicy pork tenderloin I've ever had in my entire life. Like, I just don't get pork tenderloin because it's usually dry. But this was fantastic.
Yeah, this woman or this man, I don't know. I actually don't know who the executive chef is.
No, I don't either.
Man or woman, whoever this individual was, they know how to cook pork, which is like such a crapshoot anywhere you go, because pork always looks good, and I really am a fan of pork. But it's just like 9 times out of 10, I get it, and it's dry. It's terrible. This was not the case there, and I'm so happy that I got it, and I can't recommend it enough.
Yes, and then I got the sustainable fish of the day. I don't know. I forget what it was. I think it was a snapper.
Recyclable fish.
It was
recycled fish, actually. Sustainable.
It was very good. It was my favorite fish of the trip. It kind of had more of like a Creole like preparation to it, with like a dirty rice. And
I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, it was good, but it was good, but it wasn't my favorite fish of the trip.
What was your favorite fish of the trip?
I think it might have been
spoilers.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to remember as we go through the rest of our food what was my favorite. Okay, and then yes, we talked about the cake, so you know that deal. All right, so next day we went to Hollywood Studios this day.
It was my nightmare.
Why?
Oh my god! Yeah, that place is not set up for social distancing.
No,
it's just not. We're not going to get into that. Disney did a great job. They did the best that they could. That park is not set up for social distancing, especially not Galaxy's Edge. Wait in a small line to get in to look at merch. Yes. Wait in a 25-minute line to get in a store to look at merch. No.
Yeah.
No.
Agreed. We ate a lot of snacks here this day that were holiday treats. Some were misses for sure. Some were better. But we did go to Docking Bay 7 to get. No, we went to Ronto Roasters to get our breakfast wrap.
Terrible.
Which is not normally the case. This was
Well, I've had it 2 times. It's been 50% of the time it's been crap. 50% of the time it's been great. It's just.
It wasn't warm.
No. And it wasn't. What you should say is it wasn't hot. It wasn't
Yeah.
even warm.
That's true.
The cheese wasn't melted. The cheese was just sitting there, like still shredded. It wasn't melted in any way. The sausage was cold as ice, and it's not even worth going up to argue with them because they don't even let you in unless you can.
Yeah, it was very closed off how you could like get in and get your food. So yeah. But if it's warm, like the Rancho wrap is fantastic.
Oh yeah, I love
this. Was just execution problem.
It's very expensive.
Yeah, not worth. If they're gonna mess this up, like it has to be perfect for it to be worth it.
Yeah, I think it's like $15 or $16, and it's just this little linguica sausage with some shredded cheese, some sauce wrapped up in a pita, and it's very good. It all works well together when it's prepared correctly. Yeah. Even when it's prepared correctly, it's a little bit of a luxury. Because it's too expensive. It's too expensive.
Yeah. I think because I feel like the prices in Galaxy's Edge are like Disney Plus prices.
Yeah. Like, hey.
Yeah.
We know you want to be here.
Yeah.
You're going to pay for it.
Yeah. We also there were some like paprika chips. Don't even bother.
Stay away from the chips.
Yeah. Not only do they not taste good, but like they're a health hazard, I think.
They break your teeth. They cut the inside of your mouth. I feel like this is super negative. I'm sorry if I'm bumming you guys out. It's just it was not a good experience.
We ate this though to tell you though. Yeah. If you're in Galaxy's Edge, like go over and get the pastry and Toy Story. The pastry over there is always good. The Pop-Tart. Love that. The Rancho wrap's great if it's warm. So this was just a fluke.
Ooh, hot take. Hollywood Studios food is always disappointing. Amy, so here are the places that I personally have eaten in Hollywood Studios, which is 50s Prime Time,
Hollywood and Vine,
and Hollywood Brown Derby. Those are the three places I've ever sat down to have a meal. 50s Prime Time, the food was okay. But some woman yelling at me? No, thank you. Hollywood and Vine, which gets a lot of hate for whatever reason. We took little kids to do the character breakfast, and we had a fantastic time, and the food was really surprisingly good.
Yes,
I had a good time there. And Hollywood Brown Derby, which I think is super underrated because it's an in-park restaurant. It doesn't get the love that it deserves. And in my opinion, it's better food and better quality of service than California Grill, which is supposed to be there at like the top of the top, other than Victoria and Albert's in the whole resort area. So
yeah, but some people have really bad experiences at Brown Derby. We'll get into that a little bit later because it's on our list of places we ate. But yeah, I would say like generally comparing to other parks, Hollywood Studios doesn't have as many good options.
You'll see when you go there. Just go there and like order. Just go there. You'll experience it for yourself, Amy. You may not like it more than California Grill just because I know that's your favorite, but I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, maybe even impressed.
All right. So after we went to Hollywood Studios and ate a bunch of snacks. Oh, Paul's here. Hello, Paul. We're on to day 5 talking about what we had.
We can't. We're an hour in, Paul. These people don't want to hear this crap again.
All right. So then I think this day we might have gone to Primo Piatto for lunch.
And is that when we sat by the water?
Yes.
That was fun.
Okay. Well, and I'll just say that like the Primo Piatto at the Riviera, you can eat inside the restaurant, which is nice. But then you can also bring your food outside and eat elsewhere. And it's just a great experience.
Yeah.
So at Primo Piatto, we got the flatbread.
Yes, we got like the pizza flatbread, which was good. It wasn't amazing or anything.
Don't get it.
Paul, I did text you. I messaged you, and I messaged you, and Pauline hit me because I was on my phone off camera. She's over here under the table, like.
That was the only time, guys. So yes, Primo Piatto pizza. I would say don't get it. There's better stuff.
Yeah, I guess stay away from it if you're someone who's accustomed to good flatbreads or good pizza. It's not going to impress you. A message isn't a text. Well, that's a fair point. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. I figured maybe you were in church. I don't know.
All right.
You knew what time this was. We also got like a like an Italian deli sandwich, and I believe that it had ham.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now. It was a spicy Italian sandwich, had sliced capicola, salami, ham, provolone, a vegetable giardiniera with a garlic mayo served with a side.
Oh, Paul. Yes, I had a haircut. Do you like it, Paul? Do you like it?
So, okay, this is what I'll say about the sandwich. This sandwich,
amazing.
And Tim Tracker had it in a video the other day and said nothing about it. He didn't even comment if he liked it or not. It's probably one of my favorite quick service items that we had the whole trip.
Yeah, it was really delicious. Like, no, Paul, you're not wrong. I'm sorry. I screwed up, okay? Mistakes were made. Paul, damn it. Now there's ducks popping off in the chat. Oh, Jesus. Paul shows up in chaos.
So we're talking about the sandwich, Phil.
I'm sorry. We're talking about the sandwich. Yes. The sandwich was fantastic because they took a risk. Well, in my mind, I perceive it to be a risk. They put
a Disney risk.
They put olives on it, and they put giardiniera salad on it. And I don't know if people know what giardiniera salad is, if it's just a Northeast thing or if it's an Italian thing all over the place. It's basically like semi-spicy pickled vegetables. It's really, really good. I enjoy it. They put it on the sandwich with like a tangy pesto mayo, and it was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. Amy needs to refill her coffee. We will see you when you get back, Amy.
What else did we? Oh, and you got the croque monsieur.
Yes.
Which was also very good.
Yes.
Yeah, that meal, again, if you want to go out of your way to go to Primo Piatto, I think it really would be worth it for sure.
It really is. I don't know about going out of your way for just that sandwich, but if you're there,
on the Skyliner, go out of your way.
You're not wrong. You're just okay. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it. This is a family. This is a family channel, Sean.
All right. Then that evening we went to Disney Springs.
Mm-hmm.
So first we got Gideon's. So insider tip, I don't know. Obviously, there's a lot of talk about waiting in like 11-hour lines and stuff for Gideon's. No food ever is worth an 11-hour line.
No one's waiting 11 hours in a line, okay? They're not. They're registering on the online whatever. They're given a time to come back and get their food that's 11 hours later. You go do whatever you want and then go back and get your cookies. Do not wait outside of this bakery for 11 hours. Don't do it. Don't even wait for an hour. The cookies are fantastic, but they're not worth wasting your life or a day of a Disney trip over. Yeah. Please don't do that.
So, and Magic said we were very far into our trip before we got Gideon's. That is true. So here's my tip to literally everyone out there, because I think Gideon's are the best cookies I've ever had. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's a hype thing. It's an actual thing. They are delicious cookies. Now, I see a lot of people complaining that they're underbaked. So if you don't like underbaked cookies,
get out.
Yeah, but they do have that. So if you don't like underbaked cookies, these won't be for you.
They're not even underbaked. They're just perfect.
They're safely prepared, so don't worry about that.
And they're delicious. And then they sprinkle sea salt on them.
Thank you, Sean. Good. Yes, which means perfectly baked. Who wants a hard cookie? I don't know. But anyways.
You know what? If you're one of those people that eats those Lorna Doone Sandy cookies that make me almost die every time I eat them, I can't be friends with you. Get out. Unsubscribe.
So, Phil and I recommend go to Gideon's like the first night, get like a dozen cookies, and just have them in your room and like have some cookies a little bit every day. Just made our trip better. We were halfway through before we got a bunch of cookies, but like at night, like before bed, we'd like watch Disney Plus and like eat cookies. It literally was the best thing ever.
We tried to watch Soul 4 nights in a row. It got so bad that I had to tell Pauline, I'm not trying to watch Soul again tonight. And we ended up watching it in its entirety when we got home, and I like it, but I kept falling asleep and she kept falling asleep.
Yes, I think the cookies just like lulled us to sleep. So,
Amy, if you get there and you don't like the Gideon's cookie that you get, let me know and I'll Venmo you the money for it. I'm that confident that you'll like it.
Yeah, they are so. She's just going to tell you so she can buy more.
No, she's not a liar. She wouldn't do that to me.
Honestly, like we got every flavor, like every standard flavor that they had, and there wasn't one flavor I disliked. It was just almost like having all the flavors was nice because it was like, oh, I'm kind of in the mood for this cookie tonight, so I'd have a
No,
little
nonsense. Cookies and cream, classic chocolate chip, best
bit.
across
I
the
don't.
board.
Peanut butter was so good. I kept reaching for the peanut butter cookie. It was delicious. Yes, just get them all. They're so good.
Yeah.
So that's Gideon's. That was the highlight.
The pistachio is good too, Paul. You're right.
Yes, it is so good. And if you like a little salt on your cookie, Gideon's does a great job of putting a nice little salt in there.
That's why they're so good.
Yes. Then
the salt for me.
We went to Wolfgang Puck for dinner. So
that was a waste of $200.
Yeah, it wasn't a good meal, I would say. So the appetizers were good. Here's the thing.
Were they?
Yes, we got the little toasted, the crostini things. Those were delicious.
And we got the we got the tuna tartare salad as well, I believe.
Yeah. I'm looking up the
service. Our server was great. I'm a big old fashioned guy. I like to have a drink with dinner, and I got the old fashioned there, and I think it's like $26. It's not worth $26. I know you can get a similar costing old fashioned over at that horrible place at the Grand Floridian. What's it called?
The Rosen.
That's not the Rosencrown. That's the Epcot place.
It's the Beauty and the Beast place.
Yeah, it's
something Rose.
Enchanted Rose. Yes. Yes, the horror Enchanted Rose. Or
all streaking out.
Or
Phil has a lot of hate for the Enchanted Rose
because they made you sad on our honeymoon. I'll never forgive them for that. Well, I've never seen you walk out of a Disney restaurant looking so disappointed.
I didn't know.
Her eyes were on the floor. Okay.
I guess I'm at fault for Phil's Enchanted Rose hate. I never knew this. I didn't know.
We discussed it at length.
I don't remember this discussion. Okay. Anyways, back to Wolfgang Puck. I'm pulling the menu up. It's taken like 5 minutes to find this menu. All right, so we had the bruschetta for. Okay, here the bruschetta was $14. Delicious, worth $14? No.
Well, they claim that this balsamic that's on them is aged 24 years, and if that's the case, then yes, it's worth $14. 24 years is a long time to age balsamic vinaigrette. That has some value to it. Unfortunately, it tasted just like any other balsamic vinaigrette we've ever had, so I can't confirm whether or not it was actually aged. I'm sure that there's some sort of regulatory
It was fantastic. Thing. So if you go to Wolfgang Puck for anything, get that for sure.
Yeah.
We also did we get the calamai? Did we get something
else?
No, we got the pizza.
Yeah, because you whined.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Phil wants to get calamai everywhere we go.
I like it, and I like to try it different places.
So we got, per the suggestion of our waiter, we got the mushroom, and I think we got the mushroom pizza, and he said to add sausage. So that's what we did. Yeah,
that was good. Bruce, to answer your question, they did not use Pappy. They gave me the option of, I think, like Makers or Evan Williams, and I laughed. I laughed at the guy when he said Evan Williams. I was like, Makers, please. When he didn't even suggest like Booker's or Knob Creek or something like that, I should have known to just cancel the drink order, but I was dumb and I went for it.
So Amy's saying her last experience was disappointing. Oh, Raglan Road had a kitchen fire? I did not know this.
I'm sorry to hear that your Wolfgang Puck experience was less than amazing, Amy.
Yeah.
Ours was too.
Well, Amy, get the bruschetta because that was very delicious.
No, just don't go. Just go somewhere else. Don't go back. Why? Why? We'll never go back.
I don't know. I would say go to Chicken Guy because I love it there. Okay, then for dinner, this is where I went seriously wrong because my guard was down and I got the pork tenderloin, and your pork tenderloin was amazing the night before. This was not.
No, and like the pork dish, it wasn't even just a pork tenderloin. It also came with pork ribs, which were okay. They were just roasted pork ribs. There was no sauce or seasoning on them. They were just relying on the flavor of the meat and the quality of the cut, I guess, so to speak.
Yeah.
And the quality of the cut was good. It didn't appear that they had to trim a ton of fat off. It was like still flavorful, but it wasn't good enough to justify the cost. And also, they overcooked the tenderloin so bad that even I wouldn't eat it. And I'm just basically like food waste compactor. So if I won't eat it, it's bad.
You got the bucatini though, the shrimp, lump crab, rapini. Is that what you got? It was like a pasta.
Yes.
That was really good.
It's really good. It had spicy bread.
I highly recommend that for sure. So the pizzas were good. The pasta was good, but I don't know. Don't get the pork.
Paul comes in and now all the trolls are coming out. Don Purcell's here talking about Bob Chapek. Do you really want to get me all angry and worked up, John? Really?
This is another live talking about Bob, apparently.
That's a live that won't be airing on this channel. I'll be creating a channel all my own.
Okay. So, next place we ate at was...
Stop, John. Just stop.
Let's see. We went to... So, this must have been the day we ate at Primo, I think. But we had dinner this day at Homecoming, which we were just not prepared for.
No, we were not. And I feel like such a rookie because we could have done it so much better, but we had an amazing time.
Yes, we're going back there for our next trip because we had such a good time and we need to like relive it. And I feel like we didn't order more food than we normally order at another restaurant, but this just like floored us. It was so much food. I don't know why. Those
church lady deviled eggs.
I'm pulling up the menu now because we did get the church lady devil eggs. They were very good. When you see pictures of them, it looks like too much. I don't know what deviled. What is that part of the devil?
It's the filling.
The devil and the egg. I don't know. Yeah.
I believe the actual term was always doubled eggs, and it just sounded like deviled eggs. I could be wrong.
Really?
I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's doubled, and it just got changed to deviled.
Cool. Yes.
I mean, church lady deviled eggs. Come on, there's got to be some sort of irony there.
So yes, those were really good.
I keep asking to go back, and she says no. Paul, we'll be there at some point together, and we can ditch Amy and Pauline and go back to Homecoming together. We can have a bro brunch date, bro.
Well, I'll hang out with Amy, but I want to convince Amy to go to Homecoming because it's delicious. All right, we also had the...
Amy hates it? Holy crap. Amy, come on.
What else did we have for appetizers? We had other things. I can't remember what. We had the fried.
He's like, this is a lie. Paul's in here just telling lies.
Okay, we also had the fried green tomatoes. What'd you think of those?
Those were underwhelming.
Yeah, I don't know. We have fried green tomatoes at Dinosaur Barbecue, which is local to us, and I don't know, they weren't better than that, so I think that was our problem.
It is confusing to have two Amy's, so I guess we'll just say Amy Power and Amy Krieger.
All right.
That's a good point, Paul. Amy, why would you want to go somewhere else when you can have literal perfection at a really reasonable price? Why are you squeezing me under the table?
Because we got to tell people what else we ate.
We're discussing this. Jeez. I'm over here getting abused because I'm trying to talk to you people.
All right. What did you have for your dinner?
Amy wants to be called Pumpkin. I can do that. I can do that, Pumpkin. What did I have for my dinner? I had the fried chicken, and I didn't eat any of it because I was so full.
Yeah, that's actually true. I had, for dinner, I got the thigh-high chicken biscuits, which I would highly recommend getting those for dinner.
That's why I couldn't eat my food.
I couldn't finish it, and Phil had them, and they were so good.
And I don't know why. I was already getting so full, but I realized they had hush puppies with pimento cheese dip.
Oh, yes. Why did we do this?
Because, A, pimento cheese, B, hush
so
puppies.
Sick of pimento
two of my
cheese
favorite things in the whole world together in unison, in harmony. Oh, my God. Are we going back in March?
Yes, we are.
Okay, good.
We need to really plan our dining experience here so we don't make any wrong moves.
Yes. Obviously, you don't love them enough. Paul, what are you trying to say? Why do you
Because
want
he
to?
didn't finish them.
I felt like I was going to die.
We literally needed to like barrel roll to the bus stop.
I was so mad the whole walk back to the bus. Like, I'm so tired.
We literally took to go. We had like a massive to go bag because there was so much we couldn't eat.
Amy Power, you're right. And one day when I attend the Masters, I planned to partake in that tradition. No children. Fried chicken. I like that. So
Yes.
like Amy's comment, yes, worth it. I just find homecoming to be a lot of heavy Southern stuff, so it's not my thing. It's one of the best restaurants on property. It's just not one of my favorite restaurants on property.
Yeah, I get it.
Amy,
it is heavy.
Pumpkin Amy, you are wrong.
It is heavy food though. Like I will say, like we went and ate there. We wanted to enjoy Springs more. Our night was done.
Yeah. Phil needed a nap.
Yes. The party had a nap that day. Needed another one.
Says the girl who loves stuffing, noodles, taters. I know, you're from the South, sort of. Like, what are you talking about, Amy? Don't make me, you're from that state. Don't tell me you don't like heavy food, okay? That's all you know.
Do you have anything else to say about homecoming? You had your drink.
Oh, yeah. So if you're a degenerate drinker like me in Disney.
That's not true.
In Disney, I am.
Okay.
If you're a drinker and you enjoy a nice strong drink, get one of the 22-ounce moonshine cocktails. It will have you feeling good, and it also tastes delicious. And you can mix them however they have like 8 signature mixes that they have. You can mix all 8 together if you want. Gross, don't do that. Or you can mix 2 or 3, or just do it straight up. But it was fantastic. I got like a souvenir sipper that I still.
It's not in here.
Still,
He's like looking around.
Well, on our last live, it was right here. I don't know why I looked over there for. Like,
why is Sean raising his hand? I don't know. Sean, what are you asking?
Sean, what do you want?
All right. Moonshine drinks are so good. Yeah, I don't know. They were good at homecoming. Moonshine is very strong. I had like a little sip to try it.
Paul, what were you wrong about? Explain.
All right. So next up, the next day we went to brunch at Topolino's.
Yes, very good.
So I prefer brunch at Topolino's to dinner for sure.
Yes.
Would you agree?
Yes.
Let me just pull up the menu. So why don't you tell them about like how the experience works there?
So basically, it operates like a restaurant where you go and sit down and order food.
It's similar to cruise service.
Yes. So they sit you down, and the characters are walking around like every 5 minutes. These characters come out and they dance and they're twirling around, which is fun. But as far as the food goes, the food and drinks are all you care to enjoy. So
that's what our server told us.
Yes, that's what our server
told us.
we
asked.
After we asked. Yes, I don't know why you're giving this
because I'm telling people because maybe they need to ask in order to hear these things. I feel like they're not just telling people because they don't want to lose all their money.
Okay. Well, they had like 4 things on the menu, and I ordered all of it so I could try. Everything there comes with breakfast potatoes, and the breakfast potatoes aren't that good. So be prepared.
Amazing.
Be prepared for an overwhelming amount of potatoes.
Good potatoes.
This is the woman that gets salmon everywhere she goes. Take my food recommendations, please.
They're very well seasoned potatoes. They're roasted seasoned potatoes. They're delicious.
Yes, if you want roasted basic B potatoes covered in Montreal steak seasoning, get them.
Good. Okay, but we got the fruit plate for the table to share. So that was pretty good. We got the 2. What did you get to eat? We both got the quiche to shit. Like each, we got the quiche.
Yep.
The quiche was very good. I did not like the crust on the quiche. It was not a traditional like pie quiche crust. It was more like thinner.
So what Pauline's talking about is typically they'll have like a moist kind of flaky crust. This did not. It had a very thick crust, which I understand because they have to churn out a million of these things and make them consistent.
It wasn't that thick though. It was
very thick, Paul, and you had to use a knife to cut through it. Remember, you couldn't get through it with your fork.
It was hard. I don't remember it being super thick.
It wasn't hard. It was thick.
Okay. Debatable. Apparently we need to go and verify this.
You know what I'm talking about.
All right. Then I got the sour cream waffle. which I love. Phil doesn't like waffles, so don't even take his recommendation. The sour cream waffle was good. It came with an apple chutney, which was delicious, and some like whip stuff on top of it.
Whipped cream.
Yeah, I don't. It was a homemade whip though, and it came with like you got a side of meat, so that was really good too. What you got something else? What did you get? The 2 eggs any style, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, he wanted to get the steak, but it was not available. Yes, doesn't like waffles. He doesn't like breakfast.
That's not true. It's not true. I just like very specific breakfast items. I like omelets. I like eggs. I like eggs and toast. I like dippy eggs, which is apparently a West Virginia thing. I much prefer the term dippy eggs to sunny side up. I will be ordering them dippy from now on. And if someone doesn't know what I'm talking about, I'll call them an uncultured swine to their face. And I also really love breakfast sandwiches. Give me a breakfast sandwich with an egg, a sausage patty, and some American cheese, and I am a happy camper. I don't hate breakfast. I just don't like a lot of breakfast foods because pancakes and waffles are trash.
So on top of like you being able to get a couple dishes for your meal price, you also get like a pastry basket.
Right.
The pastry basket was good. Did you enjoy that?
I did enjoy the pastry basket, yes.
Yeah. So overall, I would recommend going to Topolino's. I think even now it's a good way to meet characters because they do come around multiple times and you get to get some good pictures of them. Also, the view outside on the patio of the Riviera and just like the surrounding, Walt Disney World Park is amazing. So
agreed.
Definitely, if you're going to go to Topolino's, I'd recommend breakfast over dinner.
During COVID.
Yeah, but maybe that would change for us.
We'll see. We own there, so we'll be back.
Yes.
Have you seen the Everglades menu? I don't know.
The donut place.
Oh, I saw them on
donuts?
Instagram this morning. I love donuts.
We should go there. All right. So then for dinner, we went to Liberty Tree Tavern that day.
Calm down, Sean. Just calm down.
Waffles are the canvas of the flavor gods. That is possible for sure.
Grilled cheese on a donut? What?
Never heard of that. Interesting.
A donut grilled cheese, though? I'd eat that. I'd try that. Why not?
All right. What did you think of Liberty Tree Tavern? Phil has, I think, some strong opinions on this.
I once made a cheeseburger with grilled cheese. I made 2 grilled cheese sandwiches, and it was the bun for the burger. It was a bacon cheeseburger inside 2 grilled cheese sandwiches. That's something that I would do.
All right, Phil, I'm going to take the wheel. What did you think of Liberty Tree?
Hold on. Pause. They're interacting with us, and I'm trying to talk to them. Why are you so against
about grilled cheese sandwiches?
Yes, we're friends. They want to talk to us. Why? Let me talk. My God, I'm just gonna leave.
Okay, get out what you want about grilled cheese.
No, it's done. I'm done.
Okay.
Get over it. Stop pinching me and stuff.
I didn't pinch.
I'm gonna dump my soda on you in a second. Yeah.
That is not allowed.
Squirrel. I am here for this donut chicken sandwich. So much happened in the chat during that rant. I don't know what's happening anymore.
All right. So for me, I thought Liberty Tree was fine.
Sparkling water.
Hey, at least I'll be sparkling, I guess, if you dump it on me. Get it? Okay. All right. So Liberty Tree was okay. It was fine. No, it wasn't terrible.
Terrible.
It's just, okay, if you're looking at what we paid for different dining experience, this was not, a high-end place to go to. So so it's an all-you-can-eat platter, and you can get more of the whatever you want on the platter. Yeah. It came with like some vegetable-sized potatoes that were fine. They weren't inedible. Yeah, Phil hates Thanksgiving.
I don't hate Thanksgiving.
So I thought the stuffing was good. I was disappointed with the cranberry sauce. I like out of a can jelly.
I love the cranberry sauce. It was amazing.
Okay. I like the out of the can cranberry sauce, and it was like a jelly spread, so it wasn't great. The turkey was fine. Turkey's not my favorite for Thanksgiving.
She hates Thanksgiving.
No, I love stuffing. I will eat stuffing for days. The stuffing here was out of the box stuffing, which I don't mind. At Liberty Tree, it was out of the box stuffing.
So?
Yeah, but it was good.
Listen, stuffing is universal. Like sausage stuffing is like one of my favorite food items in the whole world. And I only get it once a year at Thanksgiving, and I have to beg my mom to make it every time.
You did like the, what was it, beef that came with it?
No, I didn't like the beef. I like the pork with the mushroom gravy.
Yes, that was excellent. The pork was
you can
very
put
good.
you can put like mushroom gravy on like a shoe, and I'd eat it.
But the sticky toffee cake I really liked. Phil doesn't like bread pudding or like soft things.
This
so.
chat is popping off, but I can't. If I read it, she yells at me. So I don't know what any of you guys are talking about. God, this went so.
So
fast.
Amy says they have one of the best desserts. I think it's good. My favorite dessert is the Ohana bread pudding.
I don't hate puppies and rainbows. I love puppies. I don't care about
Which
rainbows.
I totally forgot to mention at Coney Cafe. On a whim, I asked if they had the Ohana bread pudding because I was sad, and they gave it to us.
I thought that was going somewhere else.
We're okay. I think the Ohana bread pudding is better than the sticky toffee, but I do like the sticky toffee.
Hi guys, Phil loves stuff. My mom. That's all random. That's all random, Mom. You just pop in right now and catch this. You're like, hey, my son loves stuff. Sausage stuffing is amazing. I knew you'd feel that way, Amy. They used to have an amazing burger on the lunch menu. Hi, Mom.
Cranberry orange chutney sounds good. Yeah, I think that the cranberry sauce that was at Liberty Chew was very runny. I wanted something thicker and dense.
By the way, Kona Cafe. Interesting segue. Ohana bread pudding is the best. No, it's not. All bread pudding is terrible.
No, it's so good. It's my favorite. That's the best dessert on property. Well, Gideon's though. I like Gideon's a lot now. Okay. So not much else to say about Liberty Tree. You're kind of like,
we could have just skipped over it altogether.
Okay. I really wanted to go there. That was my choice. I was mad about it.
I got dragged there.
All right. Next, we went to Epcot during the day and did more like eating around the world stuff. One of the places we went.
Oh, Sean.
Sean, you're in trouble.
Sean with the shade.
So we had the Kringle Bakery or whatever it is.
Kringle?
Yeah. You had the
Troll
horn. You love that thing. The troll horn's terrible. It tastes like nothing.
You liked it.
No, I don't like the troll horn. I don't like it.
Get out of my house.
It's like bland filling in a bland pastry.
That's not accurate.
That's like
You're
kind of
besmirching
hard.
A proud Nordic tradition.
Okay, because you're so Nordic.
I'm not Nordic in any way, shape, or form. However, I have respect for their culture and their desserts.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I don't think we had any other standard Epcot treats, though. It was all festival stuff.
Ooh, this dinner gonna be good? What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, well, no, Paul knows what dinner's coming up next, I think. So you don't even know. But
I have no idea
later that day, we went to Chefs de France. But first, let's answer Paul's questions.
Amy, you could try to mediate, I guess, but it would just end up with you pulling your hair out. I'm what therapists call resistant to counseling.
Yeah. Well, meal was coming up next, so Phil didn't even know.
Thank you for the compliment, Mom. I'm glad that you like it.
Yes, Phil does.
Paul, you have questions. Please ask them. I'm now apparently allowed to read the chat. I want their food and wine breakfast bad. So I don't know what you're talking about, Amy. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
but I'd eat it.
But yeah, let's talk about Chefs de France. They had
Oh, okay.
3 food items available for dinner.
All of them are beef.
One was salmon, the other 2 were beef. So Phil doesn't eat salmon. Phil cannot eat beef for the most part.
Wow, Mom. Thanks. I appreciate that.
So Phil asked for them to prepare something different for him, and they did accommodate that.
Yeah, they made me a chicken. They made me chicken cut up into slices. It was drier than you could have taken this chicken and left it out in the middle of Phoenix, Arizona for 6 days, and this chicken would still be drier than that. And they put it over some flavorless mashed potatoes with some green beans from a can that they boiled and did not salt. And it was one of the worst things I've ever had, and I can't wait to never go back there.
Yeah, it was not.
I will go to Monsieur Paul and
Yeah,
try
I
that.
really want to go to Monsieur Paul. Yeah, I got the. I think I got the salmon. Oh no, I got the beef. It was fine. It wasn't a great cut of beef. I've had way better beef so many other places. The potatoes again were nothing fantastic. They were edible.
Everything there except the French martini was terrible. French martini, I had like 3. They were delicious.
You like the escargot better than the escargot though at Topolino's.
That wasn't saying much though.
I thought the escargot at Topolino's was better. It wasn't bad escargot though. So if you want to try it,
fine. In the interest of being fair, I did like the escargot. However, the charcuterie was trash.
Yeah. Well, and Phil loves getting charcuterie places. I feel like anytime they do charcuterie at Disney, it's always super underwhelming. I don't know if you've watched any of our home vlogs on our channel. We have charcuterie like at our family's house, and it's like this bountiful platter of it's this big. That's how big it is. But it was a measly charcuterie.
Yeah. And it was filled with like garbage.
Yeah.
There wasn't even like pepperoni or salami on there. It was just like.
Did you get the French onion soup? No. Okay. Phil ordered the French
I ordered
onion.
it and they
didn't give it to him. So.
And I asked for it twice.
Yeah.
And it didn't come either time.
So, not great. We did get the baked goat cheese salad, which I loved. I thought that was good. It needed maybe a little more like a balsamic dressing or something with it, but the goat cheese was fine. It was good.
Yeah, it wasn't my thing. I don't like endives though. The bitterness of the endives just kills it for me.
Well, you didn't eat the endives, so I ate them. But it had fresh grape tomatoes, fresh grapes and tomatoes. I don't know. I wish they went a little more with like the grape sweetness and the salad, because then it didn't need the tomatoes in it.
Yeah. So are the people in the chat, those of you who've been to Chefs de France, did you have a similar experience, or is this just like
I think it might be a COVID thing.
Well, see, that's the thing. We went to plenty of restaurants that were also suffering from COVID, and they still managed to put together edible food.
The other problem also, this was our New Year's Eve dinner.
Was the bread mappable? No, it wasn't mappable. I can't chart their bread. It was moppable, though, if that's what you're talking about, troll.
It was Matt. I was underwhelmed. Okay. There are some people who love Chefs de France. Yeah, but I would rather go to Monsieur Paul and try that. But Monsieur Paul was not opened. So
I think most of the people in the chat are saying that it was either underwhelming or bad. So
I saw some people who liked it, and
I feel justified.
All right, and then the very last day we ate at Hollywood Studios, and we had Brown Derby.
Yes, it was very tasty. I don't remember what I got.
We both got the same thing. We got the burger.
Oh yeah.
Delicious. So then we also got, for appetizers, they have a scallop appetizer, and this they had it last time we went. This time it was with pork belly.
It was with pork belly last time.
Oh my god! Anytime we've only been to Brown Derby twice, but both times we went, we got the scallop appetizer, and they just cook scallops perfectly there.
They do, and the pork belly was fantastic as well. It's just a great all-around appetizer, and it's reasonably priced too. I thought Brown Derby was underwhelming. Well, Amy, I'm getting the impression that you don't really know much about good food.
I will say, I think sometimes
Just
it's
kidding,
hard
Pumpkin.
because we eat seafood and a lot of people don't. So,
Yes, a lot of people don't eat seafood. That's why there's a huge seafood industry.
well, you guys know what I mean. We had another appetizer. I'm trying to remember what it was.
And the Cobb salad and paid $9 for the smallest 3 shrimp I've ever seen.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't like the food at Brown Derby. You got a salad, bro.
Okay.
Stop.
Here's one thing I will tell you guys about the Brown Derby. The Cobb salad is not good. It is disgusting, in my opinion, frankly. So even though the Cobb salad is their signature thing, it's not. I don't enjoy it. I have had it there before, and I don't think it's. Just don't get it. They have way better items.
Yeah. And their grapefruit cake sucks too.
I know, it's what they're famous for, and the grapefruit cake is what they're famous for. But frankly, they're both trash. Don't get them. Everything else is amazing.
Yeah. There's really only like 3.
I don't know why they're famous for it. I don't understand.
There's only 3 good salads in this whole world: chicken salad, any pasta salad, and wedge salad. Those are the 3 good salads that exist.
There's other salads that are good.
No.
So yes, we got the scallops. What else did we get? The ahi tuna. Yes, we got the ahi tuna carpaccio.
We pretty much get ahi tuna anywhere.
But this was nice because it was carpaccio, so it was very thinly sliced ahi tuna.
Taco salad.
Everyone's gonna comment on their favorite salads now.
Let loose the hounds of war. Tell us all the salads.
Right.
Bean salad? No, you're wrong about that.
There's some bean salads that are good. The tuna carpaccio, though, did you love it? I loved it. It was ahi tuna in a way I haven't had it before.
It was okay. It certainly was not bad. I prefer chunks of tuna over thin slices. That's all.
It came with mango though and avocado, and that is my favorite. And then, guys, we pulled. We got the burger for dinner. So this was the Wagyu burger. Had pastrami, Gruyere cheese, avocado. Gruyere. Whatever, Phil.
Gruyere tuck.
Avocado, heirloom tomato, fried egg, and cognac mustard.
Cognac?
Yeah.
Is that like Kodiak?
That's what
Cognac.
Cognac mustard. Okay. Everyone's still posting the salads.
We're moving on.
Anyways, the burger was very good. Like, of the 2 burgers, I prefer the Kona burger, but this was also delicious.
You prefer the Kona burger over that?
I just like it was more medium. It was more rare. So.
Oh, okay. Hey.
I didn't like the pastrami on my burger as much. I thought it took away from it.
Can you please elaborate on what makes this better than California Grill? Okay, so
yes.
Amy, the experience that I've had thus far with California Grill, both times that I've been there, or 3 times that I've been there, is that the appetizers at California Grill are phenomenal. The sushi's phenomenal.
Yeah.
The service is okay. The view, obviously, difficult to beat.
Yeah,
our entrees are severely lacking in quality of ingredients, taste, and arrangement. Like the chef there is trying some new and different things. That's fine. But there's just some things that don't work together, and I've never, ever had a good entree there, ever. So when I go to Hollywood Brown Derby, the view sucks. It's a noisy, like...
Yeah, our comparison has nothing to do with experience.
Who's talking?
You are talking.
We just know each other.
Yes, that's what Italians do.
Okay, well, I have some different... I'm patient. I have my turn, so... I don't remember what I was talking about, so I guess
You're
it's your turn.
talking about the ambiance in Brown Derby.
No, I'm done. You talk now. I'm going to be petty. I am petty incarnate right now.
Okay. Anyways.
She's dropping her phone, and she's interrupting people.
What were you saying about Brown Derby?
No. Don't patronize me. So
Amy's going to be mad at you now. More me, but
yes, we've done the brunch at California Grill, Paul, and as I said, all the like
deep breaths.
So basically, what I was saying is that the atmosphere of Brown Derby isn't the best, but they have better service. They have more consistently good food. And it's not just their appetizers that are great; it's also their entrees. The only area that I would say California or Brown Derby is lacking in is their dessert offerings. All their desserts suck universally.
Yeah, they're not. We've had all of them, I think. And they're not good.
Phil's in trouble. How am I in trouble? I'm not. I'm actually constantly in trouble. So I guess I don't really think about it.
Trouble means nothing, though, to Phil. That's
Doesn't.
the thing.
It really doesn't. What are you going to do?
They do have a terrible salad at Brown Derby. Do not get the salad. Don't get the desserts at Brown Derby. Other than that, everything's fantastic.
Before I forget, you guys are so stinking cute. Oh, Mom, I'm glad you love our domestic disagreements.
Your
so much.
mom yesterday when we were hanging out was like, I keep forgetting to tell you and Phil how cute you are. I don't say it enough.
Mom, you're literally the sweetest person that ever existed. Thank you for thinking so highly of me. You're so wrong. But I appreciate it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. This is like my kind of conundrum. What if Brown Derby wasn't in Hollywood Studios? What if it was in a hotel? I just think everything, it would just be such a top tier restaurant. So.
Do you still have a Christmas tree up? Yes. The one in our bedroom is still up. All the others are down.
Yes, this one's up too.
It might stay up.
No, the boxes are out for me to take it down, but
womp womp.
It's just taking a while. So
I think Phil's adorable. Thanks, Sean.
Yeah,
I am adorable.
Well, those are all the things we ate on our trip.
Wow, that went a lot faster than I thought. Hour and 40 minutes. I thought it was going to take the full 2 hours. To be truthful with you. Then again, Paul wasn't here causing chaos in the chat for the first 56 minutes. So, I mean, that's usually what keeps us engaged and going. Number one item you ate. Oh, geez.
Gideon's cookies. Bacon and eggs. That's what Sean said.
Bacon eggs was great, but the hush puppies and pimento cheese were also like
pimento cheese. No.
Pauline, I like it. Okay, it's not. I'm not trying to guess what your favorite thing was. I'm trying to think of what my favorite thing was, and I like those things.
Yeah, probably the scallop and the bacon was good too.
I'd have to say that's a really tough question, Paul. You're a jerk. I'm going to give it to the bacon and eggs. It's the only thing that I ordered for appetizer and dessert.
You ordered it twice.
Yeah. So
well, it's not the only thing you ordered twice though on the trip. Your ham and cheese sandwich.
That is true. But man, that bacon and eggs is freaking good. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah. My dessert wise, Gideon's cookies. I can't pick which one though, and the pork belly and scallop.
Boathouse pimento cheese is amazing. Pumpkin, you're right. You only described one thing as heaven. That's true. That's true. So yes, it was solidly the bacon and eggs. Do you write all this stuff down while you're eating? What amazes me is you remember everything you ever ate at Disney on every trip.
Well, I have like a...
Pauline catalogs everything that we do and we eat. She plans out what we're doing before we get there, and she usually looks at the menus beforehand as well. That's true.
But I remember because I film it, and then I have take pictures of things, and we talk about it. So that's how I remember what we ate.
Mom, this is the process for one specific area of our trips, which is Epcot festivals. Pauline will go, and she'll find different websites that have them listed. She'll pick the listing she likes the most, and she'll draw from that listing. And we'll go through booth by booth. We'll analyze everything that they have for offer, and she writes down what it is that we want to order and what the price is, and she knows exactly what we're going to order and what we're going to spend at this festival for the duration of our trip. That is the level of planning, and then she catalogs it and saves it, and so we can discuss it later. So that is the level of preparation that we're dealing with. There are spreadsheets, there are Word documents. I am
0% planned for our March trip, though. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants.
The last time we went with her family, she laminated our itinerary.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't done that in a while. We're going virtual.
Spontaneity is digital. It's not huge there.
we did not know about these things. We didn't really look that in depth Magic in Michigan this for Christmas.
That's a lie.
Well, not as in depth as I was very overwhelmed
we
by
had
work.
6 separate planning meetings.
That's not enough.
We have these planning meetings where she'll get our tentative itinerary together. We'll sit down, she'll screencast it to our TV, and we'll go through it minute by minute. Seriously, like
this is okay, but can I tell them how this meeting normally goes? I go through it minute by minute, and then Phil's like, "Wait, I stopped listening. Wait, when's our flight?"
We'll be on day 6, and I'll be like, wait. We have to start over. I haven't been paying attention. Because we'll get to like the part where she's like the flight, and then I start daydreaming about getting there, and then I come out of this elaborate daydream. I'm like in Epcot in my mind, and then she says Hollywood Studios. I'm like, wait, no, we're in Epcot. And then I realize she's 6 pages in front of me, and I haven't heard any of it. So that's why we have to have 6 planning meetings. But still, the idea that we need a literal minute by minute, like in increments of 15-minute planning meeting seems a little ridiculous to me, but we do typically get the most out of our trips that way. So,
but it's fun to plan.
It is fun to plan. I just like giving you a hard time because I'm a jerk. I understand. I admit that. Okay, it's all good. OCD meets ADHD. Mom, that's not nice. That's not nice.
It's true,
no matter how accurate it is. My flight changed and I will be at Epcot by noon on Friday, 3/26, FYI. What? Phil, any suggestions for drinks in World Showcase? Ooh. The grapefruit beer in Germany, the grapefruit Hefeweizen, it's like 2.6% alcohol, so it's not going to get you drunk, but it is delicious. I'm not really one for getting drunk. I don't like being out of control, and I don't like feeling sick. So, plus it's incredibly expensive to get me drunk. If you're just going for like flavors and enjoying like a refreshing drink, the French martini in France, the grapefruit Hefeweizen in Germany, the bourbon, any of the bourbons you can get from the Canada Pavilion are all good. They're all just good Canadian whiskeys. They call them bourbon, but they're just Canadian whiskeys. Trying to think. The half and half at Rose and Crown is fantastic. What else? The plum wine at Japan is good if you're into that. And
Phil doesn't drink tequila, so no margaritas for Phil.
No, I don't drink tequila. Tequila is the water of the devil, and it tastes terrible.
I've had some of the margaritas when I was drinking, and I thought they were good in Mexico.
You know what? Maybe it's just that I've never had a good margarita. Maybe I should try one. I don't know, but I'm like so anti-tequila. It's hard for me to overcome that. I also am not a super huge fan of vodka, but I'd much rather drink vodka than tequila. So, Fiesta, yes, I know what you're talking about. Man, that's all that I'm going to think of 5 more when we're done, but that's all that
your
comes to mind.
favorite drink isn't an Epcot, though.
No, but they asked about Epcot.
Okay, well,
I don't think they care about my favorite drink.
They should know what your favorite drink on property is.
My favorite drink is the Island Sunset, and you can really only get it at the Tambu Lounge in the Polynesian. So, not that the Polynesian isn't worth just going to because it's amazing, but if you enjoy a really good blended tropical drink, the Island Sunset is the best on property. If you like non-blended drinks, they have the Lapu Lapu, and you get it inside a hollowed-out pineapple, which is festive.
Very festive.
A pumpkin. Tequila sucks. Just calls it like it is. I like that about you, Pumpkin. The Hey Hey Lounge. Shut up, Paul.
I'm excited for Moana at the Polynesian.
Get out of my house.
You like Moana.
I do like Moana. She has no business in my resort.
I'm excited.
It's Lilo and Stitch's resort, okay?
Yeah.
Whatever. So, do you guys have any other questions for us? Any other little questions we can answer or anything else that you want to hear our opinion on, maybe?
Yeah. We're excited to do this.
Yes, Amy, tiki selfies. Lilo and Stitch is overrated and dumb. You're overrated and dumb.
No, I think I only like the Hawaiian Lilo and Stitch. I hate when like Stitch is in space. I cannot stand the Stitch takes over different like IPs. That drives me crazy.
Why will Tom Brady blow the Super Bowl?
This is a whole nother conversation.
I don't think he's going to. I don't know that he's going to win, but I don't think it's going to be him that blows it. He's been throwing a lot of picks though, so we shall see. Pauline gets me. I would like to try Tennessee lemonade at Regal Eagle. I've never been to Regal Eagle, so I cannot comment on that.
That sounds
What
cool.
snacks are you eating tonight? So for tonight, Pauline's father has a little bit of he likes to have a good like spread.
Yeah.
So we went out yesterday. We went to like 4 different stores, and we went to a local Italian deli, like a real Italian deli, and we got all sorts of cheeses and meats. And we got antipasto salad. We got olive salad. We got stuffed clams. We got fresh
stuffed clams. Ooh.
Yeah, we got fresh breads. So we've just got like an Italian feast going on. We got some sausages. So the two varieties of sausage we got were wine, parsley, and cheese. Wine, parsley, and cheese sausage. We also got rapini with aged provolone sausage that we're going to cook up on the Blackstone. I'm going to grill those on the Blackstone later. And we got some good rolls for them and some good deli mustard. We got the charcuterie plate that we're going to put out with fresh Italian cheeses. We got some pecorino. We got some artigiano. We got some aged Asiago, some brie. There's an apple walnut chutney we have for the brie.
I'm making spinach and artichoke dip and the like
Swedish meatballs.
They're like sweet and spicy.
And the stuffed clams that I picked out, they don't have a seafood stuffing. They have an aged Italian sausage stuffing. Those are it's sausage and cheese. There's parsley, a little bit of red wine. We're going to bake those up, and those are going to be good. So there's also going to be like some classic like fried mozzarella sticks. There's going to be too much food.
Mom, if you want to come over, let us know. You can come over.
Mom, you don't leave the house because of COVID. What are you talking about? You're always invited. You know that. Paul says, I'm getting in the car now. Paul, I live probably closer to you than you would realize. It's only a 4-hour drive from your house to mine. So you could actually...
You could get here before the game.
You could be here before the game started, bro. I will send you the address. You can sleep at our house. We have an empty bedroom.
I will say, Phil and I are not beer aficionados.
No,
so
I like beer.
But you aren't like, there are some people who know a lot about beer.
I am not one of those people. Yeah. I just started branching out from like Miller Lite and Coronas and stuff like that. Don't laugh. I like what I like. I don't care. I don't care. Beer snobs make fun of me because I have a beer that I like. But I've started because of Paul and Sean and Jason and those guys. I've started branching out into like craft beers, and I've found a few that I like. So, but we don't have any craft beer because I'm the only one in the house that would drink it. Pauline's mom would drink a Guinness, but that's it. So no craft beer, but Pauline's father has a very extensive bar. He's got like 400 different bottles of alcohol. So we're not hurting for booze if we really wanted to drink, but I'm not a huge drinker. So I don't think we're going to consume any alcohol tonight at all. I would be shocked if anyone did. I drink when I'm on vacation or when I'm out with friends. That's pretty much it. What Super Bowl snacks are on deck? I just explained all that. You want me to go through it again? I'll do it.
You're the worst, though.
What snacks are you eating tonight? I'm just trying to catch up with these comments. Overall, Disney World needs to upgrade their beer selections, in my opinion. I agree. Amy, it seems like they just have Amy Power. It seems like they just have contracts signed with some of the bigger, craft breweries like UFO and Fat Tire and stuff like that. And that's just what they offer.
To be fair, we are behind on the comments. It's my fault.
When are you doing the Japanese snacks video? Didn't you post that you bought a bunch?
We filmed it, and I think it's on deck for later this month. I'll tell you around when. Hold on.
I don't know. I enjoy Highlight. Highlight is on property, Amy, but I agree with you. Have you ever considered swimming in Bay Lake? No, I watch a YouTuber. called Pete Werner in the Diz Unplugged, and he has a sign behind him when he broadcasts that specifically instructs me to stay out of the damn lakes. So no swimming in the lakes. However, I have recently considered throwing certain friends into the lakes.
I will say, so Japan unboxing, we filmed, and it should be out after Valentine's Day, but before the end of the month.
Man, I'm missing a lot of comments here. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Phil's scrolling back, Magic in Michigan. That's why he's trying to make sure he gets everyone's questions.
You say all the beer is the same, bro. I seen it. Shut up, Sean. But one of the better options at Disney is Highlight. Yeah, I like New England style IPAs. To be fair, you're super behind in your comments. Yeah, I know.
We haven't been to City Works. I don't know if it's like really on the docket for us anytime soon.
Friends don't throw friends in lakes. But what if he wasn't a friend? What if he was just a treasured acquaintance?
Valentine plans. We're going to Avino.
We're going to a local restaurant called Avino.
It's probably one of the best restaurants locally. At least we think so.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of good restaurants locally.
Yeah, the executive chef there, the young woman, and her husband, the executive chef is her husband, but I believe both of them were trained in New York City under Michelin star chefs. So they do a really good job. You shop. I will be in Hollywood Studios for Valentine's Day. That's the best Valentine's, with your daughters and no one there annoying you.
I want to be in Disney for Valentine's Day.
I mean, I guess we could, but I'd have to take some time off.
We'll do it one year.
I'd have to figure that out. During your live vlog. What?
Right now, that's just during our live.
Yeah, we have a City Works here. It's good. What time? I can be there in 4 hours. Come on, Paul. Come on over. I think our reservation is for like 8.
Yeah, we didn't call it soon enough. So
whoops. I haven't even been in this state recently.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh, Amy, did you get the Disney ears? Because they have cute ears and the bow is like a heart. Oh my gosh, I love them.
Paul wants to know, if I had a coupon for a spontaneous Disney trip, how quickly would you use it? It would be funny to watch how fast my face would go from the excitement of receiving that coupon to my mouth forming the words, pack the bags, we're going to the airport that same day. We'd leave that same day.
Yeah.
Paul, you're married. It don't matter. Bro love is a different kind of love. Pumpkin. Trust me. It sounded way weirder than
Amy, you're going to have to post them in our group, which I'm going to mention to anyone listening. If you're not in our Mouse and Mermaid Facebook group, when we get off of this live, 2 things. Amy, you got to post your ears because I want to see what they look like. And second thing, I want to hear what everyone's favorite food item they had on their last trip was. So I'm going to start a thread, and you guys will have to head over to the group Mouse and Mermaid and post a picture. If you don't take a picture, just describe it, because Phil has this like notes doc in his phone, and it has all of the places he wants to eat at. So we need to make sure it's a well vetted list.
Yeah, I guess. Whatever. I'm gonna go eat wherever I want to eat.
We're not eating. We're eating at one new place next trip
in March.
Yeah.
What? Oh, okay. It's a big secret. Literally everyone in this group knows, but whatever.
Not all 14 people know. So, yes.
That was mean. Yeah, she's been being mean to me all day. All day. She's hitting me and pinching me under the table. She's keeping secrets from you guys. I don't know how to even tell a secret.
I used a water bottle to cover it up.
She told me I had a thin mouth earlier.
No, okay. I did. Okay, guys, I'm obsessed with this video from TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, but I found it. And the lady says thin mouth in it. It's my favorite comeback now.
Yeah, shut your thin mouth. You thin-lipped idiot. I feel like I have a nice mouth. It's small. My mouth is only that big. Yeah. But I feel like it gets a lot of use.
Okay.
No, we're not eating at McDonald's. I hate McDonald's. It makes me sick.
No.
Any more questions, guys? Keep them coming. I'll answer whatever you want.
Oh gosh, don't say that.
Open book. 5 minutes. No questions off the table.
I have many. I'm really
You keep
scared.
saying that you
I'm
have
really
questions,
scared
yet you're
right
not
now.
asking anything. You're just saying that you're going to come here, but you're not. You're not going to get in your car and come here and hang out
What's
with
the
me.
latest video game? Yes, Phil loves playing his video games.
So the most recent ones that I've been playing, the Division 2 just got an update on PS5 for 60 frames per second, so I've been checking that out. And me and my buddies play online on Call of Duty Warzone. Why aren't you in your car, Paul? Yeah. I'd rather be eating in Disney World right now than going outside to shovel again. Yeah, I feel that. Amy. You should get a snowblower. You can get a cheap one at your local hardware store for probably $200. Save your back.
Magic wants to know what the best movie we saw in the past 8 months was. I love Mulan, but Phil didn't see Mulan.
Me and my 11-year-old buddies. Stop talking trash about David. He's not 11. He's 23. Is March your first day at Bay Lake? Yes, it is our first day and hopefully our last.
What was the best movie you saw in the past 8 months?
I don't know. I've seen so many. It's really.
Zeus just like growled. I don't know why.
He hasn't gotten to come on the live. Bring him up here. The people want to see Zeus. The best movie I've seen in the last 8 months? Man, that's tough. I watch a lot of my favorite movies over and over again, so I'm going to have to say A Bronx Tale. That's in my top 3. It's probably my number 2 favorite movie of all time. He loves Titanic. I do love Titanic. Yes. Titanic's a great movie. I just haven't watched it recently. I have one. What question do you have, Amy? Governor Cuomo will be waiting for Paul at the border. Okay. As much as I agree with that statement, no politics. Keep politics out of here. He wants to play. Mom, he always wants to play. I changed my March trip again to stay at a different resort every night. Amy, your dates line up with us, don't they? That's right. We're gonna have to.
Wait, Amy, I want to know when you're going.
She's gonna be there most of them the same nights.
I canceled that trip, but I don't know.
We can take it offline. I think I know her dates. I can scroll back up and look maybe. No, I have a snowblower. Okay, so you're just getting a workout then. That sounds like good for you. Why didn't Rose share the door with Jack? Because she's a selfish. And okay, so Titanic over and over. Paul, I have a question for you. If Amy were on that door and you were sitting in the middle of the ocean freezing and there was a lot of room and she wouldn't help you up or move over for you, what would you do? Would you pull her down into the ocean with you? Are you that petty, or would you just let her float away with plenty of space to spread out and lounge, I guess? What would Zeus do you think?
Zeus would not go in the water. He would want us to be outdoor with him.
He would be at the edge of the door, like licking us in the water.
Touching near the door.
I feel like there were probably other doors. You're right. I feel like Jack played that situation all wrong. He could have lived. There were boats in the area. He screwed that up. Because she's a broccoli casserole recipe stealing. What, Mom?
She's talking about the video that I'm obsessed with.
Oh, so now you're saying Rose Dawson isn't broccoli casserole recipe stealing, biatch? Jeez, Mom. I raised you better than that. When are we going to watch Coco? Never.
No, we're going to watch it. I think maybe around Halloween.
Amy says her dates are the 25th through the 29th. So literally the same as ours.
Well, Amy, we'll have to talk offline.
I would never let Paul freeze. He is my emergency contact. I need him. He was my question. Why don't you like Bay Lake? Because it's depressing and sad.
So we did quite a few tours of the DVC resorts on our trip, which was very exciting. I highly recommend it to anyone, even if you aren't a DVC member. And we went to Bay Lake and did the tour, and it was sad.
Titanic was not made of wood. Who's saying the Titanic was made of wood? It was the largest steel structure ever built at its time.
But yeah, the Bay Lake, Staring at the castle is depressing.
Yeah, if you're willing to pay a ridiculous point value to get a theme park view room.
This is the thing. I don't want to just look outside and things to be beautiful. I want the room to feel beautiful too.
Amy Power. That's true. The inside of the ship was all wood. Pumpkin, to answer your question in a more thorough and thoughtful manner, I understand the proximity to Magic Kingdom being a draw, and the views of the lake and the castle are good. However, when I can only describe the feeling that I had when the guide brought us in to do that tour as sad. The inside of that building made me sad. It looked dirty and dingy. It looked like an old, outdated apartment complex on the inside and on the outside. I get that it has draw, and some people like it, and it's got you can't beat that proximity to Magic Kingdom. The resort bummed me out. Have you toured Yacht and Beach Club? No, not yet.
And I want to. I don't think you can go in the Yacht Club rooms because those aren't DVC, but you can tour Beach Club.
I would assume that they're fairly similar.
No, well, I just have to say I've seen the inside of the Yacht Club rooms. I'm obsessed with the curtains. They're like starry constellation night curtains. I don't know why I love them.
Top of the World Tower is the selling point. I've heard nothing but good things about Top of the World Tower. I've never been there myself. We're fairly new DVC owners, so
correct.
There's a ton of stuff we haven't done yet. We keep saying, "Oh, we need to go to the Epcot Lounge." We forgot about it completely on this last trip.
It wasn't on our itinerary.
Yeah, whose fault is that?
I failed.
No, we walked over there the last night we were at Epcot, and it was closed. So who knows if it was even ever open? But that's that. We've heard nothing. Like, I hate hating on other resorts because I hate it when people hate on the Riviera. I try to be respectful about that stuff.
Okay.
So I don't
Phil loves being a hater.
Okay, well, never mind. Forget it. So if does anyone else have any questions? Have any more questions for us? You guys have been great.
Yeah, you stayed on here 2 hours with us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Amy's Power is definitely drinking at least 4 spiked coffees. Amy's wasted. She's white girl.
She's ready for the Super Bowl.
Polly's my favorite, but they have no villas. That's why we bought BLT. Hey, Polly does have some definite drawbacks on the DVC side. It does.
Yeah.
They've got studios and then those ridiculous point value.
We did tour Polly. I'm excited to see what the cash rooms look like with the refurb. So, ready to heavy.
I am ready to handle heavy machinery in the snow.
Scary.
Amy's ready to take on the world.
Well, guys, thank you so much for being here with us. I just want to remind you, I'm going to start a thread on our Facebook group, Mouse and Mermaid. So post your favorite food item that you had on your last trip. And Amy's got to post her ears in the group too. We're trying to do these at least once a month, but we're going to do another one in February. So we're going to be talking about DVC. We're not experts, but we're just going to talk about it from our perspective.
Yes. If you get lucky, Amy and Paul Krieger will be in the comments to correct all the wrong stuff we say or actually be able to answer your questions. We're going to talk at you about DVC.
Yes.
And some of it may be misinformation. Some of it may be fabricated, but hopefully some experts will come along and correct us. But you can look forward to that later this month, probably.
Andrew, you're allowed to post your food opinions. Phil just gets, abrasive with his comments sometimes.
You love me. That's why you're here. Okay? I'll be nice. I won't even put my opinions or any clapbacks, okay? You put whatever you want.
Phil's the clapback king. I need a shirt for you to say that.
Clapback king. Just give bad info like a true DVC tour. You hear about the new smell at the Poly Lobby. Sean, you're dead to me. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in and for sticking with us for 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Woo!
We really appreciate it, except Paul, who couldn't be bothered to show up on time. We'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.